If you clicked on this video, chances are you're struggling to figure out what niche works for you as a web designer. Now, I've been there before. When I started as a web designer, I struggled with working in multiple niches, in multiple industries. I did real estate, I did architecture, and none of them clicked. So in this video, I'm going to break down how I found my niche, what I learned along the way, and how you too can find yours. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elisa and I'm a web designer. I help entrepreneurs optimize their websites for better conversions. So there's a lot of conversations about having a niche as a web designer. So let's first of all discuss why having niche matters. Now, here's a little bit of background story. When I started in web design, I used to be a generalist and I dabbled across multiple industries and followed all the advice that I got on YouTube and advice that I can get on blogs. But the thing that happened is that I was not able to close clients at all. I didn't get any responses. I didn't get anything. And I could spend days sending cold emails, cold DMs, and nothing would really happen. And that was because I was dabbling in between multiple industries without being an expert in any of them. And then all of a sudden, everything changed when I started focusing on a niche. Here's why having a niche made a difference for me. Closing clients became a lot easier. Now, I was able to close clients because now I have more expertise in that particular field, and it really helped me a lot. Because now I could offer solutions to the problems. Now I really understood some of the problems that people in those industries were facing, and I knew how to be able to solve those problems. And that made it a lot more easier for me to be able to relate with my clients. The second one is making referrals and lifetime value. Now, because I knew so much about the niche and I was able to solve those problems and even be able to answer questions that my clients or my prospects weren't even asking, I became the go-to person for web design, for solutions in terms of not making sales in their businesses. And also in turn, they referred me to their friends who are also in the same industry, and we're trying to finding it hard to find their feet. So now that meant that a client that I had could lead to 5 more clients, and also we could also work on multiple projects even after I've already helped them with the first project that they were looking to work on. The third one is building deeper relationships. Now, I was able to build deeper connection with my clients because now whatever struggles that they were going on within their business, I was the go-to person. I was able to answer the questions that they didn't have answers to, and that made me valuable to them. So the relationship between us sort of tightened up, and whatever business decisions that they wanted to make in reference to that particular business, they had to tell me about it and sort of sought my opinions on what those changes would mean for their businesses. So if you're still trying to work with every industry out there, trust me, specializing is the key to scaling faster. So now let's talk about how I found my own niche. Funny enough, I didn't start out with beauty and wellness. As a matter of fact, I used to do dropshipping. And the funny thing was that the niche that really worked out well for me was the beauty industry. So that was sort of like an easier way for me to get into web design. So when I got into web design, I started hanging out in rooms on Clubhouse where people would come and talk about their businesses. So these rooms would have more than 100 people every day on different business rooms. And I sort of noticed something, that a lot of people that were coming into these rooms were business owners who were in the beauty and wellness. And also they had a lot of problems that I could give answers to while we were in those rooms. So I sort of realized that I would be able to solve certain problems that they had in terms of conversion for their websites. So I started talking to them, started sending out emails to them and helping them solve those problems. At first, I was solving those problems right there within the rooms. However, it clicked on me that I could actually take this out and do more with it and be able to earn more while I help these people solve their problems. So I started building on that community, started reaching out to them one-on-one, and I was able to solve their problems. I was able to provide value for them. So at this point, I knew that this was the niche for me. And once I committed, I didn't just target beauty businesses. I went even deeper by working with just a particular gender. And that allowed me to refine my messaging and become an expert in that space. But then that is my own experience. So here's a 3-step framework that can help you find your own niche. Number 1, start with your interests and past experiences. So instead of randomly picking up niches based on trends, start with what you already have experiences in. If you worked in real estate, start there. If you're passionate about fitness, look into gyms, look into wellness companies, look into personal trainers or supplement brands. Your niche should be something that you're interested in, something that you're much passionate about, something that you're also eager to learn more about. Second step is research demand and client struggles. Now, if you're in a particular niche or you have a particular experiences, do your research on Instagram. Find out if businesses in that particular niche have a website. Find out if they actually need websites and figure out how you can solve their problems using websites. Or for their existing websites, how you can give solutions and more value and solve whatever problems that the website is trying to get. If the website is trying to get more leads, how can you help them create or design much better websites that convert? If their website is all about selling physical products, how can you help them increase their sales with your designs? So join Facebook groups and pay attention to business owners who are talking about their experience and what their problems is, and also always focus on creating value and solving their problems. Because if people in that niche are actively talking about their businesses and their problems, then that's a good sign. Now, step number 3 is refining your message and offer. Now, there's a lot of mistakes that I see website developers or web designers make, and that is selling websites instead of selling solutions. Your outreach should be about solving problems and not just offering your service. Oh, by the way, I do have a video on how to do a proper outreach via Instagram. I'm going to link that in the description, and please check that out at the end of the video. Secondly, your offer should be irresistible. So what this basically means is that your offer should be able to answer questions that your clients or your prospects have not even thought about yet. You should be able to meet their needs. Your outreach should be able to solve problems, not just offering your service. You should be able to solve problems. If a client or if a business is having issues in terms of sales, you should be able to offer value and be able to solve that problem. If it's more about a business that's trying to get more leads, you should be able to solve those problems with your design. Number 2 is your offer should be irresistible. Basically, what this means is that you should be able to answer questions that your prospective clients have not even thought about. The questions that they don't even know that they need to answer. And that is how you become valuable to them, when you're able to answer these questions and you're able to provide value to their existing problems. And that's how you find a niche. You too can do that if you follow these 3 steps. Just start out and don't stress yourself too much. Just start with something that you are already familiar with in the industry that you're already in. And these industries will probably have demands. So refine your strategy over time as you move forward. Now, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and drop a comment in the comment section about what niche you're already thinking about, or what niches that you already have experiences and you're ready to dabble into. Also, if you want to see how I actually use Instagram to find and close clients, check out this video right here.